What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? I'll wait for some people to get in here. We do have to check monetization and everything. All of the works. Especially on YouTube. YouTube, you have to automatically set up or manually set up the monetization and subscribers only and all that stuff. So appreciate you guys being here. Let's just wait it out and see how many people join. Fortnite funny moments. Thank you for joining here today. How you doing? Good morning or whatever time it is for you, whatever time zone you're in. Hopefully you're not up too late if that's the case. You know, sleep is essential. Good morning. Good morning, Forrest. No, it's only 7 a.m. All right, so same time zone. Cool. Thank you for joining. Good morning, and yeah, I'm doing good. I can't complain. Um, Yesterday was a busy day. I was still able to stream. Create videos. I had golf in the morning at 6 a.m. Right. I ended up going to the gym, and then I ended up golfing later, and I felt wiped out by the end of the day, which means that I was active. I had over 17,000 steps. I'm very happy with that. Could have had 20,000, but I usually have only about 10 or 11. Um, and I go live at various times, so it's not ever just a standard time to where I'm going to go live. It used to be like where my live streams would be like 7 o'clock ish, and before that it was like 6:30, and but I think before that it was like 5:30. Like I would go live for like 3 hours before everybody even wakes up, and I'll eventually get back to that point. Are you familiar with squid grow? I've heard a couple of things about it, but nothing too crazy. I know some people are big fans of it, but no, I haven't heard or I haven't researched it a lot. I've heard it, I've heard of it, but I haven't researched it. I might have lied. I think I might have researched it a little bit. I might have done like a thing live on screen because I've heard it mentioned in the chat like not a billion times, but a lot. 12 p.m. UK. Well, yeah, that's not that bad. That's middle of the day, right? Are you confusing 12 a.m. with 12 p.m.? Um, but 12 p.m. noon. That's not bad at all. Starting my day. Hope you're well. I'm well. Can't complain. Also, guys, I'm on Twitch, which I have to, or sorry, not on Twitch. I am on Twitch, but I'm also on Kick, which is amazing, right? Because wait, let me go back here. Let me see how. I don't even know how um to share this. I just shared it the last time, and I can't remember how I did it. It's a new platform for me, so I'm on Kick. If you guys want to go and check it out, I'm Matthew underscore Perry on Kick, and I'm gonna be streaming there as well. And I will do um, streams just solely on Kick at times. Um, but yeah, let me. So yeah, if you guys want to go and check this out, I'll put it in the chat. My allergies have been better this morning. My allergies have been better for the past couple of days. I still feel like I feel them, but they're not as ridiculous as they were. Let me pin this message. But yeah, we'll get into the detail for today. Let's see. He turned 8K into 5.7 billion. That's fantastic. I highly recommend researching it. Usually, when you get to that point to where somebody turns a certain amount into a crazy amount, you kind of miss that larger boat, but you still do have the ability to gain something in the end with it, and have like a 5x return, 10x return, but you're never going to see that same return that somebody else saw from the beginning, right? That's over. That ship kind of has sailed. It's not saying it's you're not going to make money from it, but the thousands of dollars to billions of dollars, or even maybe thousands of dollars to millions of dollars, that ship has kind of sailed for a lot of people. But turning thousands of dollars into maybe tens of thousands, or maybe 20,000 or whatever, is still there. Or maybe even 100,000 is still there, but turning it into multiple millions or multiple billions is not really something that you should look at as a possibility. Now, if you find another position that's early enough, then you could do that, which I do have a challenge that I plan on uploading on my YouTube channel that I think is going to be very, very good. I hope that it's good. Um, it's going to be one of these days where I only upload that video, because, or maybe I'll do it on the NFA channel. I'm not 100% sure. Um, but we will see. I want to do like more edited content on another channel while I do a lot of stream content here. Um, we will see. I'm not 100% sure exactly where I'm going to upload that, but it should be great to test that out and kind of be early in the game, you know? uh, let's see. No, he did that in Shiba Inu, not Squid Grow. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I recognize the 8K into 5 billion. I know that Shiba Inu, you definitely had that, and I don't expect to gain billions. Um, Gaining millions is still a possibility, but it's, a lot of people are pushing for like hundreds of thousands at this point. And some people are only pushing for tens of thousands, which is great, right? If you if you invested 6,000, you expect to gain, a decent amount from it, especially one that has the popularity of Shiba Inu. Um, but again, it's all about whether you were early in on it, or if it has the possibility to run after the fact. And I feel as though Shiba Inu definitely does, with the amount of holders that are in it. 1.3 million holders. That's huge. So we got 53 people here, guys. Make sure you guys hit the like button. It does help out, the channel on YouTube, as well as if you're on, TikTok. Feel free to double tap that screen. We got 8 people that are watching. I appreciate you guys that are watching. It does mean the world to me. So yeah, definitely double tap that screen. Give me some likes over here. And let's see what people are saying on Twitch. Thank you, Leotis, for showing up. Good morning to you. Anybody on Kick right now? We got one viewer that's over on Kick. Feel free to follow me. We just reached 3 followers on Kick, so I'm excited about that. Because I just started yesterday. Maybe we'll see it get up to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100. That would be fantastic. I don't know what it takes to become like a partner or start monetization on Kick, but I do appreciate anybody that jumps over here. 90% of coins seem like pump and dumps, dangerous market. I hear you. I totally hear you. And I was talking to my old manager, a friend of mine now, um, about cryptocurrency and the stock market and everything there. And I was telling him how I'm mainly focused on crypto rather than being in the stock market. Now I'm invested in the stock market when it comes to 401ks, when it comes to my Roth IRA, it comes to 529 accounts, my mutual funds, all of those different things, those long-term investments, as well as some short-term plays like AMC that I wanted to be shorter term, but now will turn out to be longer term. Um, I have all those plays that are over there, but I'm mainly focusing on the crypto market. And what he was saying was that, um, you know, isn't majority of crypto just pump and dumps or scams? And I put it this way, right? You have the stock market, right? The stock market frowns upon penny stocks, and you have all those businesses and a bunch of those businesses that may not be may not be legitimate. They may be a business that starts up and is just trying to get funding and all this other stuff, and they're just trying to take your money, and that could be the case, right? That's why that market is frowned upon for a lot of people to invest into, even though people make money from it. Now, there are a few companies or companies that are looking to start up and can only really get to that level, and they work their way up from there, just like a meme coin would work their way up from where Elmo is all the way up to where Elmo was, all the way up to where Elmo is now, and then hopefully where Elmo will be in the future, right? So I look at it like that, where any market can have scams associated with it, but you shouldn't look at a market just for the scams. You should look at it for the successes that you have. And a lot of the things that you see with Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, ADA, some smaller positions like, KRL, Krillcoin, or Farmcoin, and, Quant, and all these other plays that aren't worth billions upon billions of dollars, still have success within them and still have the ability to get in early and see success as time goes on. So it's huge, to see these plays that are starting out small and turning into something that are bigger or have the potential chance to get to that point. So, like, I look at it like that. It's not 90% pump and dumps. You probably have a decent amount to where people are trying to get money from you, but there's also a lot of people that will finesse those projects as well, right? Short term, those projects, and understand that the crypto market is not forever, right? Or sorry, that crypto project is not forever. And I think crypto overall will be something that lasts long, but you'll see positions that people are investing into to simply turn a profit, right? Especially in the beginning, because it's beginning stages of crypto. When crypto becomes more, worldwide and used, throughout the world, um, then you'll start to see more stability. But right now, you're not seeing stability. You're seeing the bull market, you're seeing that bear market, you're seeing the large crashes, the large rises, all of that stuff. Guys, we have 78 people here. We have 24 likes, guys. We have to pick up the likes. Please hit that like button. It does help out the channel. It helps out growth, all of that stuff. So find a way to get this up to like 50 likes. That would be fantastic. Let's see. Kick is awesome. Well, get over to Kick. Follow me on Kick. That would be fantastic. Still got one viewer over there, 3 followers. I'm happy to have 3 followers, but I hope it gets up to the level that Twitch is at, where I have 965 followers over there. And I would like to have that many followers over on Kick. I know there may not be that many people on Kick, but thanks for listening. Appreciate it. Have a great day. Yeah, you have a great day as well. Shiba Inu will be just fine. I agree. I 100% agree. Have you heard of It's Sniper Bullet? It's a game. It uses a token game pretty good. It came out a few weeks ago. I haven't heard of it, but I do like either play to earn games or play to burn games or something like that. I like that concept. I know that some people may not be a fan of of those things, because there's a lot of people out there that are not fan of video games, or think that video games is just not a market that you should invest into, when a lot of people play video games. So like things like NBA 2K, which is something that's played a lot, or Call of Duty or whatever, you would earn some sort of coin. Instead of what VC they have, you would earn some sort of coin, which would actually turn out to be cryptocurrency, which would give you value in the end. It would be huge if you could do something like that. So I haven't heard of it. I'll have to check it out and see what's going on. 75 followers. What are you talking about? Remember, a project is only dead if it doesn't pump next time around in 2025. Yeah, I don't consider any project really dead. Understand that dead means that no volume's going into it, nobody's buying it. Cryptocurrency, what's crazy is that something can completely fail, but it's not like a business to where it's gone from the market. It's still on the blockchain. People can still purchase it, and they will still purchase it. Good morning, everybody. Seems like it's been forever since we had an early riser live. Yeah, it has been a while. Typically, I'm going for like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. The summertime is a little bit weird because there's some days where I would be live in the morning, like tomorrow. Um, I most likely won't be live in the morning. Um, but during these days where my wife works at 8, um, I can go live because Harper's home with me. So 8 o'clock, Erica goes to work. She drops Hayden off. I have Harper. We feed her breakfast. Well, Erica feeds her breakfast, and she's good for a little bit, and then she goes through a class and learning some stuff. And I'm probably researching stuff there. So it's kind of busy, very very busy at that time frame. So yeah, it's been a while. Elmo is legit down 50% in less than a month. What are you talking about? So if you're talking about Elmo, so Elmo is a position to where right now it does not have the stability of uh, a lot of markets where people are investing in that position, right? Elmo is down in the I don't think in the last month. It's down in the last like week or so because where it started, where this was when it first launched, it was less than a penny, right? It was at point zero zero like 3. And right now it's at about a let's actually go and check this really quick. Second. Right now it's at about 1.5 pennies, I believe, or 1.6. As you can see on the screen, it's at 1.6. Again, down 14% in the last day. It's understandable. It's a position that's not it doesn't yet have its legs when it comes to stability because it doesn't have a lot of markets to invest in this position or even a ton of believers within it. You have like 3,000 people that believe in what this position is, and you also have doubters, right? People that see a deflationary position and they don't like deflationary positions, right? They've been told that this position is hyper deflationary, this position is hyper deflationary, all of that. But what's crazy is Elmo is doing something different than all of those projects. Instead of being hyper deflationary only on the DEX side, they're being hyper deflationary on the CEX side and DEX side. Everywhere that people can buy this position or sell this position, you will have a burn rate that goes with it. So as you're seeing this 15% that's coming off, understand that this gives a higher ceiling to the next person because as it's decreasing, that means that people are selling. And when people are selling, that's a 10% burn tax that you're going to see there on the people that are selling. So it's huge. Now it's not going to be something that affects it right away because it is like a buyback and burn with the exchanges. You gather the taxes that you get from the exchanges and you buy the position and then you burn it from every single place. But all of these markets that it is on, LBank, Bitmart, Bitforex, CoinW, all will burn this position. And you're seeing it burn down and it's going to consistently burn down until it gets to a price to where or not even until, right? It can continue from there, but then it ends up getting to a price to where you see the supply at 10 million and you see the overall market cap at 4 million, right? That's a 40-cent price just from seeing it burn, right? So I think this is definitely a position that I I like, right? I'm not saying that it's going to be the end all be all, the best thing since sliced bread. I think it's something that will truly test whether a deflationary project does work because they're doing everything that you needed to do. Go where the volume is, have the taxes where the volume is, and you'll be good. So it's not about what it's done in the last month because in the last month, it's still up 17%, right? From a level of, point zero zero or sorry, 1.3, I guess. 1.3 cents to 1.6 cents and then a high of 3 cents. And then in the last year or as long it has been, it's up 200%, which has only been since May 6th or May 5th. So really you're looking at a little over a month and it's up 200%. And then at this point it was up a hell of a lot more. So it's showing that you can have success within it. You are getting more and more holders, you're getting more and more volume. So that's why I do believe in Elmo. Is it performing well today? No. Does it need to? No, because it's more for a little bit longer term for me. And that's just my opinion. Again, it's my opinion. Um, why would crypto become used globally for payment when everything is digitalized already? So everything is the issue is not about it being digitalized. The issue is about it being accessible. When you go to the bank, let's say you have $1 million in your bank account. If you went to the bank and you tried to access that $1 million, they would try and see if you're being um, robbed. They would try and see if even if you give them all the information necessary, you're like, I'm investing into this business. I need to put this money somewhere. They'll be like, look, I need a month in order to come up with $1 million. Why? It's my money. It should be in the bank account. But when you invest through crypto, when you put your money into crypto, as long as you find a way to secure it, you can easily access it. You can send somebody $100 million if you wanted to in a matter of seconds. And that's what it's all about. It makes things easier for the people that are, especially with real estate, right? It makes things easier for people that are making larger purchases, investing into businesses, all these things that you want to see, because banks make it very difficult. Because what they do, banks loan out your money 9 times, 9 times over, and try and collect interest on that money. You put $1,000, they're loaning out 800. You put that 800 that they loaned out, and they're now getting back right there. They're loaning that out to a next person for 600, right? They're continuing to loan out that money, and they loan it out again like 8 or 9 times as you're putting your money into the bank. And that's why you can't get your money back right away because they need to find a way to get it to that branch, first of all, and not have too much, depending on how much people take out within that community. So it's not about it being digitalized. That's one portion of it. It's also about it being accessible. When I go and buy cryptocurrency or anything, I just had uh, a charge denied because I was out of state, right? And I understand that's a safety feature too. You want to make sure people can't just use your card and all of that. But to have a charge denied multiple times without like sending you a notification saying, "Hey, was this you?" You'd be like, "Yeah, that was me," and then you can have the charge go through. Um, or disputing the charge after the fact, making sure the charge goes through so that people aren't swiping your card on their leg and they're like, this isn't really working, let's put it back in there, and then it gets denied again. I don't know. There's just more of an advantage, less on the digital side, more on like accessibility, right? um Yeah, we got 5 viewers over here on Twitch. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys watching. How many people on? Oh, we got 2 viewers over on Kick. Thank you guys for watching over here. If you guys like this platform, feel free to follow. I'm looking to make a lot of content over here and continue to stream. And again, do soul streams just for Kick or something like that. So we got 100 people that are watching. We're almost at 100. We're almost at 45 likes. And scroll down here because I always go into a rant with one question and there's always like 7,000 comments after that. Yeah, GTA 6 going to be good. I can't wait for that. That'll be crazy. Definitely looking forward to GTA 6. So am I. Now that's out the window. Wait, decentralization was the thing, and now that's out the window. What's the new thing? So decentralization is still a thing. It's just right now that's not where the money is in crypto, is decentralization, right? Because that's what I was just talking about, is having a position that's decentralized, that you feel like it doesn't have full control, or one group doesn't have like full control, right? You look at the community and we really have the control over it and what the project does after the fact. It still is the thing, but it's not something to where people are 100% focused on. Like, they want that to be the end goal, but right now, again, the money is more on the CEX side, and until you see CEXs implement what the chains do, so whether they have a tax, whether they have something different that affects that project through every transaction, a CEX should live with that as well. And that's why I say Elmo is kind of changing the game, because these exchanges are implementing the tax that's on chain, right? So um, things that are happening off chain will still have that tax or have a tax associated with it, meaning that you start to have the CEXs that are adhering to what the chains want, what the projects want. What do I think about a Doge? I don't really have any thoughts on it. Let's get Matt to 31st. Wait, let's get to 31st, Matt. 30 what? Like 30 followers. Good morning, Matthew. Hope everyone is feeling positive this morning. I can't complain. I feel pretty positive. Everyone hit that like button for Matt on the way in. That would be great. And have you heard it is going to be okay to earn probably Bitcoin and or other crypto GTA 6 is going to cause a bull run on it, especially being played to earn. It's going to take the grind concept. That would be fantastic if you can, if you're able to grind out actual money from GTA 6, or from a huge like popular game like that. um I feel like one of the most anticipated games every single time it gets um, to that point where the old one is kind of tired of, the people are tired of playing it, is Grand Theft Auto. I don't know why they don't make more of it. I guess it's like kind of that, um, Jordan outlook, or anything that's rare, you make less of them and people crave it more, right? And I think GTA 6 is going to be huge, so anything that it has that it implements is going to be big as well. So GTA 6, play to earn, rumor true. I've seen it. Just a rumor. I mean, at this point, it still looks like GTA 6 is really still just a rumor. GTA 6 is going to cause a bull run. That would be fantastic if that's the case. Do we have any news on that? Let me go back here. um, let's see. Grand Theft Auto 6, GTA 6 is anticipated to introduce a play to earn system using cryptocurrency rewards, transforming gaming into a potential income source. The rumor suggests Bitcoin might be integrated as an in-game payment method and reward token. Again, that would be absolutely huge. Now it's still only speculation, right? It's not 100% true, but that would be absolutely huge. Now I do want to make a video on that, on why it would be huge. So let me just do this. Oh, that's a good title. Um, but yeah, that would be absolutely massive if we do see something like that. Good morning, DJ Trev. Thank you for being here. Do you think Jasmy can hit $1? Yes, I do think Jasmy can hit $1. What tokens are you most bullish on, Matthew? So CRO is like my number one. I am bullish on Farmcoin. I'm bullish on um, Krill Coin. Very bullish on XRP as well. Bullish on Jasmy. If I was talking about five, now these are no order besides CRO. I think CRO is number one for me, no matter what. I just talked about that yesterday. It's my favorite project. I don't know. It just hits differently. So definitely CRO, but you have, Terra Luna Classic in there as well. You have Shiba Inu in there as well. All the projects that I kept, because I ended up selling some of my like lower projects, and some other ones that were worth a little bit more. All the projects that I'm holding, I'm definitely more bullish on because they're keeper projects, right? The keeper projects are the ones that you feel the most confident in to run to a way higher level or give you the most return. So yeah, I mean, all of those, I would say, if I had to name a few. Do you have stocks, Matt? Yes, I do. I have AMC, I have Azam, I have SOS. I feel like SOS really destroyed everything when it comes to my swing trade portfolio. It was definitely moving, and you saw um the short interest in it as well. And I'm investing into a lot of things that have higher short interest, like AMC, like ZOM. Both of those have higher short interest and are shorted constantly. It's ridiculous how much they are shorted and how much volume does go into there. Um, so yeah, yeah, I do hold some stocks, but it's not like a ridiculous amount. I was investing a lot more into stocks when I was day trading, and I do like day trading. I'm very profitable on day trading. Making 80 to 100 to $300 a day, sometimes even more than that. Typically, I'm stopping, and that could be $30,000 a year, right? Making on average, $100 a day, including the weekends. Even though you're not trading on the weekends, you're just making a total of for the 7 days being $700. Oh, there's a fly in here. I see a fly. Um, you got caught up in the hype on Zom. No, I still see Zom, and I haven't looked into it in a while. I didn't get caught up in the hype. I made like I think it was like 1,000 or some odd dollars from it, and then saw an opportunity to invest lower, and did. Right, I'm holding Zom. I think it's at my break even is at like 60 cents or 50 cents or something. So as long as you get up to there, I think right now it's at like 20 something cents. So when the market does come back and, hopefully it's not being heavily shorted then, when I think it probably will be because it's been heavily shorted pretty much every day, then you can see it come back. Um, and yeah, I mean, it is something where you're like trying to play that speculation and you're taking that risk. Uh, but it definitely worked out the first time, and I probably should have. What I did with like my AMC position is I took $16,000 of it and started really my crypto journey when AMC reached a level of about $20. People were upset at me with the fact that I took any profit from AMC, but I was looking to put it into cryptocurrency, and I did do that, and that really started my journey in crypto. So I'm happy with that. Now with Zom, again, yeah, maybe I did get caught up in the hype there. Um, but we'll have to take a closer look. I do want to take the NFA channel and kind of look at the stock market more. So I'm not 100% sure as to what I'm doing there, but I would love to just focus on the stock market and see different stocks to invest into at that point. So um, all right, let's see what people are saying. I don't see anything else. Maybe on YouTube. Oh, Twitch. Hey Matt, how are you? I have where are we at? I'm hovering over it. I have a question. Lately, Elmo burned $15,000 when Bitmart gave them. Why didn't they put that money? Sorry. Why didn't they put money to get more influencers, to get more people, and then we'll burn more with the tax, and Elmo will be more popular then. It's like a circle. More people uh, equals more popular equals more people, etc. So the reason why they don't do that, right? So Bitmart gave them money that was set aside for a tax. The reason why you don't do that is because it's set up to be the burn tax. If you take away from the burn tax and make it more of a marketing tax, it's not going to work. You have to you have to take that money and burn just like you would throughout the concept through the DEX side. Once you start changing that, Well, now you're going to do the same thing the next time and the next time and the next time. And then you're going to start paying people, and you're going to forget about the fact that you need to burn. So the concept stays the same. They're staying with it, with Bitmart, with LBank, with what other one, CoinW, or whatever. So they're trying to keep everything the same and constant. Just because they're paid from Bitmart, um, doesn't mean that that money goes towards marketing or goes towards paying other influencers anything. I don't think they really need any other ones, and that's kind of, I guess, weird coming from me saying like, hey, don't hire any more influencers, don't pay any more influencers for a review. I feel like having that review out there, and having multiple reviews that are out there are great, but having the more organic reaction to what's happening is better than having a paid reaction, right? For me, it was a paid review. All of my reactions afterwards are coming from the kindness of my heart, because I feel as though the position is everything that I wanted to see out of any position out there. It's not because they're paying me for every review. It's not because they're paying me for every single time I come out and say this is going to change the market. They're not. They message me all the time and talking about saying like, I appreciate what you're doing. You don't really have to do all of this. I appreciate that. It means the world to me. And I'm like, I'm not doing this because I want to be paid from you. I'm doing this because I feel as though this burn or this hyper deflationary project is actually a hyper deflationary project, not like all the ones that claim to be. Um, so it's better to have something organic than to have something that's paid for. And that's why, even though they want to um be more of a bigger partnership, it's not. So um I to answer your question, which I already have, when it comes to the money that was being paid to them, it's to keep everything the way that it's supposed to be, which is you burn from the taxes that you get from Bitmart, you burn from the taxes that you get from CoinW, you burn from the taxes that you get from LBank. Um, Whether it's being paid to you in Elmo or whether it's being paid to you in USDT, you take that money, you buy Elmo, you burn Elmo, and as long as that remains constant, the project, you know, people will look at it and say, this is something I can truly believe in, because they're living up to their word. They're burning off the supply. They're showing how a hyper deflationary position can be more valuable. So I appreciate the question, though. That's definitely a legit question where you want to see more and more eyeballs on it, more and more people that are talking about it. Um, but it's all about just doing what the project was meant to do, and not diverting from the plan. Right? Saying that word right. So we got 5 followers on Kick. Thank you guys for following. I appreciate it. Um, Always sheer. I think that might be. I don't know what that is. Is that like a Pepe symbol or something? I don't know. But I appreciate you being here and messaging, chatting, and all that stuff. Let's scroll down and get. What does the dead wallet look like for Elmo? So the good thing about the good thing about Elmo is that they don't have an actual dead wallet. They have a zero wallet. It's kind of like a void, right? Where you throw this money into there and it cannot be accessed no matter what. There's dead wallets that actually do have keys to them, and people have access to those wallets. And eventually, when it gets to a certain point, they access that. They end up selling it and they put it back into the circulation, because they're selling the position from that wallet. Um, and if you have something that cannot be accessible, where if you go into, let's go to Elmo, go to their contract and see how much one they're at. 370 million, which is phenomenal. You have 2,584 holders within it. But as you see, this wallet, this is a zero wallet. You can check how much how much has been burned off in total there. As you go through it, you can see the different burns that are happening, but you can see that it doesn't have a balance in Elmo. Why doesn't it have a balance in Elmo? Because that Elmo is gone, right? It's not there at all. So you're seeing all the different tractions. You can see how much transactions. You can see how much has been burned in the last month. But you won't be able to see a balance within this wallet because one, people can't access the wallet, and even if they do, it has zero balance in Elmo, which should you end up looking at the total amount of Elmo that's in the supply. They started with 1 billion, and you're looking at a max supply of 370 million. So it continues to burn, and the crazy thing about Elmo is that it will never stop. It can get down to one Elmo, and everybody will have a 0.0001 you know, of that Elmo, right? It can get down to 10 Elmo or 100 Elmo or whatever, and people will have less and less, meaning that if it's at a certain valuation, let's say it's at a $4 million valuation or $4 million not valuation, $4 million market cap, you're looking at a way higher price because it's less than one Elmo that's out there, or less than 100 Elmo that's out there. Um, so it gives it a higher market cap, right? Or a higher price point. I mean, market cap can stay the same, but the price point is ridiculous for a lot of people. And what does that do for some people when they see higher prices? They sell. What does that do when they sell? They burn more. So it makes it better for the next person. I mean, it's just a sort of a win-win scenario here. That's why, again, that's why I'm so bullish on a position like Elmo or deflationary positions in general. Loading up on Lady, trying to get to 10 billion and then 25 billion tokens and keep building. That's fantastic. If you see a lot of ability to grow for Lady, then go for it. I haven't checked it out lately. Last time I checked it out, it was down like 50%. I had a platform to work for my bag, and I would do it too for sure. Definitely not a hater. ESP, if you're talking to somebody else, if it was something I believed in, I'll drop it after. Wait, sorry. Where do you think Pepe can hit half a penny in the bull market? So, all right, let me go blow my nose really quick. Give me a second. So I'm not so sure that Pepe can hit a half a penny. I mean, it has a lot of zeros, right? It doesn't have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros, which would mean you would need to see multiple billions of dollars for it to hit a half a penny. It would have to be 50% of a penny that's there. That's a lot to ask for. Um, and with the amount of supply that's there, you're looking at million, billion, trillion. You're looking at 391 trillion. It's a lot to ask for. Unless you see some sort of burns that are going through, I can't say that it will. But percentage gains, yeah, of course. And who knows if you are going to have some sort of burn that is associated with it. Now, if you do have something on the CEX side, you would have to find a way to get all these exchanges that are a part of this or that sell this position to implement that as well. But that's really your only option for getting up to some of those levels, because you look at the holders within it and you're still only seeing 119,000 holders. You would expect to see a lot more, especially with the popularity that Pepe has gained over a short period of time. But this will create traction and will create popularity, but not enough to be worth multiple trillions or hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars when it comes to the market cap. So, no, I would say I don't believe that that's the case. But what I do believe is that people will be able to gain a hell of a lot up to multiple billions and see their position double and triple and quadruple in the balance that they have. Like I have $100 invested in the Pepe. I don't expect to gain a ridiculous amount, but I do have like 67 million or something, or 50. I don't really remember how much, but it's over on. But I have millions. Thank you for following, by the way. User 693958 2403502. I appreciate it. The Positive Investor, thank you for following as well. I appreciate it over on TikTok. I wish I had some sort of like following, like I could probably put that on Streamlabs. I didn't even think about it. But thank you for following whoever follows on any platform. Like I don't get any updates for anybody following on Kick. Maybe I should. Do you have Milady coin? I don't. I researched it like 3 or 2 times. Once when Elon Musk tweeted about it, and then another one after. It might have been 3. So another one that was after when you saw a collapse, and I was like, yeah, I knew that this would happen. And then seeing a little bit of an increase, I think I reviewed it again. So I think it was like 2. I think it was like 3 times. But no, I don't have any. Unless he finds a way to mention it again, you're not going to see a crazy pump to that. That's just my opinion. Matt, my Blaze coin is down 60%. I mean, that's I don't know what happened with that. Wasn't that like backed by Crypto King, or I guess formerly known as Crypto King, like Levi or something? So I don't know what happened with it. If it's just not getting the traction, if it doesn't have the exchanges. It's crazy to me how so many people think that on the DEX side, and I understand we're all about decentralization. We're all about utility and building on the DEX side, but if I don't understand why people think that if you go where the money isn't, you're going to see a ton of volume. Like that doesn't make sense to me. It never made sense to me. The money is not on the CEX side. Establishing something on the DEX side is a different story. You can establish it and expect something in the long run, but don't expect to see $100 million go from the volume that it's at now over to just the DEX side and see $100 million over there that's flowing through whatever that project is. That's not going to be the case. $100 million is still going to flow through the CEX side because that's where the money is. So that's where it's easier for people to invest. They don't have to worry about sending it to the wrong wallet and losing that crypto forever, right? What they worry about is just taking their bank account and buying cryptocurrency and then selling that cryptocurrency. That's all that really people care about right now until it has some sort of massive use case behind it, like a GTA. If GTA links a certain wallet to that platform, I guarantee you're seeing more volume for whatever that cryptocurrency is on the DEX side because of that position, because of that wallet that's linked to whatever that is, if it's popular, right? GTA will have hundreds of millions of people that are playing this per day at this point. And if you have a play to earn type of thing, there's going to be a lot of money that's flowing through these wallets. Let's see. We got 3 viewers, 4 viewers over on Kick. We got 7 people that are watching on TikTok. Thank you guys for watching. And Rose Jones, thank you for following. I appreciate that as well. Let's see. YouTube. YouTube has 125 people that are viewing. So feel free, if you guys want to follow me on Kick, feel free to follow me on Kick. If you like that platform better. Especially from like a commenting standpoint, because I know I used to love doing like members only on here, and I still like doing members only. It's just we don't have a lot of members here today. We have like 3 members, 4 members here today. Thank you guys for hitting the like button as well. I appreciate that. What's your Kick name? So if you look at the pinned comment in the chat, you're gonna see that I'm there. Now my kick name is Matthew underscore Perry. You'll be able to find me easily. Um, but if you just click on that link, it'll take you to my page. Some of the YouTubers are saying something. Got retracted. Um, do you think Shiba can hit a half a penny? So for Shiba Inu, the thought has always been that we will burn down the supply. And that's why I would say that that has a little bit more of a possibility to hit those levels. Also, you're seeing 1.3 million holders within the position, and people are holding for an average of like a year, an average of like a year. So if they're holding that long, that means that they truly do believe in the position and they want to see success. They want to see it grow. Um, but the issue still lies, are we going to see any type of burns? And we haven't had um, any single project or any single thing that they've created, the ecosystem devs or, the community that has created something that can massively burn off Shiba Inu. We've had burns, right? Billions upon billions of burns, but that is not enough. We need 1,000 billions to take away 1 trillion, and we have hundreds of trillions to burn off. So you need to be able to do all of that, and it's becoming very difficult to find any method to do it unless we reached out to exchanges and said, hey, we are Shiba Inu, we are Ryoshi, right? We need to see a burn rate on those platforms, right? Let's burn down this supply. We'll get this even more popular, and you'll see a lot more traction within your exchange if we can find a way to get exchanges to implement it. And it's all up to exchanges. There's no team behind Shiba Inu, believe it or not. No matter how much you look at the ecosystem devs, there's no team behind Shiba Inu. So if we can find a way to get the exchanges to do that with the masses that we have with Shiba Inu, that could be huge. But that's all up to us if we come together and do that. Why would I use Uniswap swap when I have Binance? Exactly. Exactly. Um, some of the YouTubers are saying Twitter Spaces is getting more listeners. I prefer to watch on YouTube, but maybe worth considering doing some Twitter Spaces. Just trying to help. No, I appreciate that, Scottish crypto. Scottish crypto. I do hear that some people are getting some viewers on Twitter Spaces because um, Twitter seems to be a better place for cryptocurrency. As a whole, you get more traction, more likes out of a shorter period of time um, for Twitter compared to YouTube. Now it depends what the market is doing, right? The market could be amazing, and even if the market is amazing, and you have 300 people, 500 people, 1,000 people that are watching your YouTube live streams, you also have hundreds upon hundreds of likes on your Twitter feed, on the tweets that you put out, and you get more followers because of it. Now you get paid more over on YouTube, so it's not really something that's Twitter is bringing a ton back to YouTube, um, but it is something that brings some people to YouTube. So you might be right. Just to have that the Twitter Spaces while we're also streaming, we could set up a live Twitter Spaces as well, just to kind of converse with people on YouTube and let people know where we are. That's kind of audio only, so that's not a bad idea. I like that, Scottish crypto. I haven't done a single Twitter Spaces at all, which means I would be streaming on one, two, three, four, five platforms to really do all that. And then at the end of the show, whenever the end of the show is, we can take a couple of questions from people within the Twitter Spaces. That would be cool, kind of like it's a radio show type of thing. That would be fantastic. But we'll see how that works out. Twitter is literally crypto Twitter. Yeah, I would agree. You'll do great with Shiba if you hold at least 1 billion SHIB. Too many whales just waiting for the bull run to dump. Yeah, true. I had 100 million SHIB last bull run. Turned to 1K or turned 1K into 8K. That's fantastic. But obviously, that was where things really pumped up. Currently, you're looking at what, 5 million, $5 billion for Shiba Inu market cap, something like that. Yeah, you got about a $4.3 billion for Shiba Inu market cap, and I think we saw this all the way up to like a $40 billion market cap or $50 billion market cap. Um, so I think you could definitely see a level of not only like a 2x from here. For me, I would need to see a lot more, right? This needs to get up to 0.00. It needs to have 4 zeros and a 2 for me to get back to break even, which at that rate, it would be close to a 15 or $20 billion market cap. So we need to see it a lot higher. And that's just to break even, I think, because I was, and not only uh, not really buying at some of the lower levels, I also burned a lot of my Shiba Inu just because I felt like I wanted to contribute to the burns, and that was just me, you know. What about farm? I'm still a fan of farm. I still have my farm coin. If I go over to Coinbase, I still have 71 farm here at $23.50. It's actually at a value that's higher than that. I've made $9,000 from it, but when we come to a unrealized loss on this position that I have here, obviously it's quite a bit. But I have made a lot that's at a realized gain. Um, but I also have 30 that's over in crypto.com that I bought at a value of $27. So that's actually down right now. I expect farm to have a massive uptick in volume and the price, pushes up, especially during more of a bull run. We are seeing that farm is up 3.5%, but we want to see it up way more than that. So yeah, I'm still bullish on farm. Very, very bullish on farm. Let's see. Anybody else? Why are you so bullish on Jasmy? One, the sector, the Internet of Things sector. I read a lot about the sector and and understand the sector as a whole. Um, that by itself, being worth trillions of dollars when it comes to the market cap in the future will be huge. But also, the holders within the position, right? The fact that it's fully diluted, right? And the fact that if you have anything that's taken away, um, or sorry, it gets back up to the level of market cap that it was before during more bullish times before it was taken off of that, or pulled back from that level because of the bearish market that we have seen. um, you're now looking at the full level of an increase because of the fact that you are seeing it fully diluted. I was a fan of Jasmy before it was fully diluted. And what I mean by fully diluted is all of the supply was not introduced. So you had, I think it was like 5 or 10% of the supply that was out there, meaning that if you saw this, if they added 100% of whatever that supply was, so let's say, you know, it was at 5 billion coins, and you added another 5 billion coins, you're adding 100%, and you can dilute that price by 50% because the market cap's going to stay the same. The price is going to come down because there's more coins that are out there. So once it got to a fully diluted level to where you have 95% of the supply that's out there, it makes sense for me to get into this and go heavy on this play because it is something that has popularity and I've seen the traction and I love when positions have popularity on YouTube, on Twitter, and you see that with the views that you get, right? You get more views on that than you would on a lot of other projects, meaning that it has popularity. So within a bull market, that Jasmy coin is going to run. Did you get a million Jasmy, Matt? No, I didn't. I wanted to continue to buy it. I think it's at like 38 or 40 at this point, for 38 or 40% of a penny. I wanted to continue to buy it, but again, I'm in between a rock and a hard place when it comes to these prices, um, because I was taking money out of the crypto market for a lot of the lower balanced positions. So I wasn't investing any more money into the crypto market. Now, what I could do is take some from somewhere else and throw it into Jasmy Coin. I currently have like 338,000. So, yeah, I would love to have um, more Jasmy Coin, because right now it's at 43% of a penny. It's up 11%. So, at this point, it wouldn't make sense for me to invest more into it. I'm at an average price of um, 45% of a penny. Still down all time because it is lower than that 45% of a penny. But before that, I was at an average price of 49%. So, um, yeah, I had like 200. I think I had like 100 or 200,000, and now I have 338,000, which is still great. User Maurice, thank you for following. I appreciate it. How high do you think Jasmy can get to? $1, $2, $5? So it depends on what happens with the lockup, right? If you have 20 billion, if you have 20 billion coins that are out there, I definitely think the ability to get to $2, 2.5, right, $2.50 is an easy road. I believe getting to a $50 billion market cap and something that I believe is a growing sector, and you're seeing the hold time that's consistently increasing, meaning that people are holding it longer and longer. Yeah, I definitely can see it as a play that you can get up to that dollar, $2, $2.50 mark, but depending on if you have the lockup, right? Which you are going to see, from what we understand, you're going to have the lockup of a certain amount of Jasmy coin. I just don't know how much. But if you don't, then a level of $1 is definitely the level where people will sell a ton. So you seeing 300, for me, seeing $330,000, most likely before that time, I will make some moves, right? 50 cents, 75 cents, of course, right? I'm going to take some out and put it into other plays that I do see that are up and coming at that time, because who knows how long this is going to take. It could take less than a year. It could take 5 years. But during that time, you'll have other crypto projects that come that are kind of changing the game, and you want to be invested into that as well. And that's where you take some of your profit from like a Jasmy coin or like a CRO or like whatever else you're in and put it into that. Um, so yeah, I do see it going a lot higher. Um, but depending on the fourth quarter lockup, depending on that lockup of the supply, um, you may see $1 be more of that investor cap, right? Not a cap for the project as a whole, and it could be worth hundreds of billions at some point, but just a cap to where people see it at a point to where they can or they should sell. Um, just like Shiba Inu, right? When people would see it at or sorry, not Shiba Inu, Dogecoin. When people see it get close to a dollar was kind of the cap for a lot of people. So when it got to 76 cents, that's like 3/4 of the way there. They're happy with that. They're getting out of their position. And that's what they did. So Jasmine can lock up their supply. A portion of it, yes. Not all of it, obviously. I'm so ready to see Lunik to lose a zero or two. So am I. So am I. If it loses two zeros, I mean, you're looking at, hundreds of thousands of dollars for a lot of people. Um, Especially me. If it loses two zeros, you're at one penny, which again, it's not unbelievable for Terra Luna Classic, and I think I might have said Shiba Inu, Terra Luna Classic to get to a penny. That is a $60 billion market cap. Something that has an extreme amount of popularity to get to a $60 billion market cap in a bull run to where the markets may be worth, multiple trillions, like $5-10 trillion of a total market cap. It could be massive. It could be absolutely huge. We'd love to have you in a Lunic Penguins NFT huddle. The hatchery is innovative. USTC airdrops coming. A staking penguin island. New things daily, it turns out. Or wait, check it out. Yeah, I can definitely check that out. You're saying you have huddles on the NFTs, like what you're going to do with those NFTs and how you're going to utilize those NFTs, because that's what it's all about, is how NFTs are utilized in the end. It's not just about the artwork. It's about what you can do with them. So that sounds interesting. Thank you for the super chat. I do appreciate that. I definitely will check it out because it does sound interesting. I always like utility. And if you can find a way to build utility or implement utility and create a stronger case for people holding off of exchanges, that's always a good thing. Now, I don't want anybody putting too much money into something like that, because it does cost a lot of money to create utility for these NFTs. And I don't want to see people put so much money in there and not get that back, There's a lot coming. Sounds good. I'm interested. Jasmy and CRO were 100x in the bull market. I can definitely see, more than 100x in the bull market. 100x for Jasmy coin would be to 43 cents. Sorry, yeah, 43 cents. I think that's possible. 43 cents. You're looking at a half, I guess 20. Let's round it up. $25 billion market cap. I can see it. I can definitely see it. 100x for CRO, you would be looking at a $100 billion market cap, if not more than that. And honestly, I see that as well. That is the top competitor for exchange tokens, because you have BNB that really leads everything, and you're seeing, the chain that's really functioning with it. But then you have CRO that has more. It has more usability, has more of a use case right now, and probably more of a use case later. CRO easy 50x from now. I agree with that. Elmo thoughts. I did break down my thoughts on Elmo. There was a big discussion on why Elmo is something that I'm bullish on and why I believe in the project earlier in the stream. And it was a great conversation. Matt, can you explain why you're bullish on Krill? I think mainly when it comes to being bullish on Krill, it's about the fact that it's not as, let me go back here, bring this over here, bring up Krill. It's not as, when I first started investing into cryptocurrency, let me back up. When I first started investing into cryptocurrency, I was looking for projects that had like the most potential when it comes to just a ton of volume, and looking for just popularity. However, some of the positions you didn't really need to see a ton of popularity, but you can see even like a glimpse of popularity or a glimpse of volume. The more important piece would be in the supply. And I think with Krill Coin, it really interests me when I'm seeing the supply at 49 million coins. When you see anything in millions of coins and it's worth less than $1, then that it has the full possibility to run to a way higher level, because it could be worth, tens or hundreds of millions of dollars when it comes to the market cap. Now, this is shown in the past when it got launched on Coinbase before everything really started to collapse. Right? If you look at all history, that this got up to a level of $3 or $4 or so, right? $4 up here, and then did start to decrease as everything else started to decrease. It was the bear market that really took this thing down to these lower levels, just like a lot of other projects. So you're seeing this ability to get up to a $4 price point while being at 24 cents right now, meaning that you're going to see a 4x up to a level of a dollar, and then see another 4x up to the level of $4, and see so much more beyond that. Again, there's only 50 million coins that are out there. So it was more on the supply, and I started to get into things that have less supply and maybe a little bit more potential. This is why I'm bullish on Krill, because again, you don't have a crazy amount of markets that is on. You have popular markets like Coinbase and KuCoin, but then as you go through the rest, you can see more markets that it is being put on, as well as understanding the concept behind what Krill is, right? The bread and butter is really behind these trading bots, these crypto bots that you will have, that you automatically trade, put your money into, and gain a percentage with, which a lot of people have success within those. So I wanted to test some out. I think I have a Krill account. I just never tested out one of the trading bots, and that would be fantastic. Which you do see the percentages that people gain back, and it's consistent, right? They're gaining it year over year, a certain amount, kind of like you're investing into an index fund or something, but the bots are trading for you, or investing for you. It could be long term, could be short term, depending on what they see. So, and it could be aggressive, it could be less aggressive. You could have lesser percentage that's more consistent, or a higher percentage that may be more inconsistent. Um, but yeah, I mean, Krill coin or Krill token just really does sit well with me. Now, the only thing that doesn't sit well with me right now is the fact that the volume has gone down from levels of millions of dollars down to $146,000. Now, within this bear market, we have not seen a ton of money that's flowing into the crypto market as a whole. We see a lot that's going into Binance, into different exchanges. But when it comes to individual projects, there's so many that are out there that you're seeing money that's flowing in there, but it's not a lot into each individual project. Even Shiba Inu's not seeing a lot. Terra Luna Classic's not seeing a lot. Even Pepe's not seeing a crazy amount. You're just not seeing as much. So I expect to see millions upon millions, but you don't need much to see Krill move. We've seen this go from a level of 80 cents up to 180, not $180, $1.80 out of nowhere, right? We've seen things like Farmcoin that has gone from a level of $80 up to $280, and I was able to make a quick profit out of that. So once you start seeing more bullish momentum and the real start to this bull run, plays like these, to where they get $1 million or $3 million invested into it, move a lot more, because they have lesser supply, and the more that's being moved around, the better for the position, and the more that the position overall starts to move. So I'm very bullish on Krill, and that's why I continue to hold it. I think I hold like 10,000 of it at this point. Yeah, I hold 10,000 Krill, and at a dollar level, that's worth $10,000, and it's already been to $4 before. So uh, it's more about where it has been before and where I believe it can get to. I don't expect it to be $1 billion project, but if it is, I mean, that could mean a hell of a lot for my portfolio, as well as a lot of other people's portfolios. Positive vibes on this Ripple verdict. That's great to hear. I haven't checked into it today, or the last couple of days, actually. I think for profits, Jasmy beats CRO. Very bullish on both, but Jasmy is better to me. Um, so I wouldn't say that. I think that CRO is probably better on profits, because I I don't really see, like, I don't truly see Jasmy coin at a level of $100 billion, but I see CRO at a level of $200 billion, like somewhere in between the 100 and $200 billion level, if not more than that, depending on how popular um, these exchange coins end up getting. Because you see things like BNB, and if it's going to be a competitor to BNB, and it's going to be the only real big competitor to BNB, how much is BNB going to be worth? I think we've already seen it at $120 billion. We've seen Crypto.com or CRO, Kronos at $20 billion market cap. And I can expect that to go up a lot further, right? We've only seen Jasmy at a $1 billion market cap. I do expect it to have um, more growth and seeing it at multiple billions of dollars worth of a market cap. But the problem is that I don't really see it at those higher tier levels at a $100 billion market cap. I mean, there's probably a slight chance that we could see that level happening, but a $50 billion market cap is something that just sits well in my mind for Jasmy Coin, which is still a massive gain. I just see a ton of potential with CRO, and that's just because CRO is my favorite position. So, in 5 years, we who are here will be millionaires. I mean, this is just the beginning of the market. And I say this to people all the time. This is literally just the beginning of the market. And people will say, "Oh, well, crypto's not going anywhere. We're at a $1 trillion market cap." We saw, if you look at the S&P 500 and what that market cap is, and you see that goes from a $5 billion market cap. Now it took so many years for it to get to that point, but it goes from a $5 billion market cap or $3 trillion market cap or something like that, up to a 26, 27, 30 trillion dollar market cap. I can expect crypto to build so much more than that, and that's just one sector, one market. Within a larger look of everything else, right? You're looking at multiple markets there that are worth so much more. Real estate market that grows so much, and just wait until crypto has that mass adoption. And when you look at institutions that are now trying to kind of back a crypto exchange, showing that more money is going to be flowing into crypto and more big banks are believing in cryptocurrency, that's massive. It's absolutely massive. So, um, I haven't actually given an update on where the crypto market is and what everything looks like. So, right now we're up about 5.7%, and we're seeing Bitcoin's dominance increase by about 1%. It's almost at 50% dominance again. Before it was at like 38, and we're seeing this at 50% dominance, which is huge, showing that Bitcoin still has a lot of strength left in it. You are seeing Ethereum that's up 5.6% as well. That's up to a $220 billion market cap. You're seeing BNB that's up to a $38.6 billion market cap. XRP that's next on the list at 25.7. Cardano's right there at about 10, which I'm very bullish on Cardano as well. I think I have like $3,000, $4,000 in Cardano. That's wrong. $3,000 in Cardano, about 10,000 coins, which I definitely can see a ton of success within that position. Scroll down, you see Dogecoin that's at about a $9 billion market cap, almost 7 for Solana. Litecoin that's still at about 6. So things are going to start to become worth more and more. What coin am I talking about? I was talking about Krill coins, KRL, that has the potential to run to way higher levels. But I'm not quite sure when you commented that, because I was talking about a bunch of different positions. Thank you for following Blessings G on TikTok. And thank you for all the likes, by the way. We got 1.8K likes on TikTok, and we got about 100 likes on YouTube. We are at 97. We're 3 likes away from 100 likes. So thank you guys for watching. Jasmy, wait, let me go back here. You can buy more Jasmy for a less price. If you get 100K Jasmy and 100K CRO, I needed to sneeze and it didn't come through. That pisses me off. If you get 100K Jasmy and 100K CRO, you don't make as much money if you bought Jasmy. That's not true. That is not true at all. because it's all based off of, it's not about just the price, it's about the market cap. So you look at the market cap for Jasmy, right? And you see that get up to a a 100x. So 100x would be a level that this can go to, what, 43 cents. Fantastic. You invest $1,000 into it, 100x, and you $100,000. For CRO, you can also see that 100x that happens with. Now, just a 10x return gets it to a $50 price point. Can it go a lot further than that? Yes, yes, it can go get a lot further than that, because again, the market cap, it can go so much further. And while you're saying, yeah, you can get to a 100x return a lot easier, because you're seeing it at a 43-cent price and you believe that it can get to, a $25 billion market cap, absolutely phenomenal. That's great. But you can still see the same 100x return within CRO. It's just at a higher market cap level. People that believe that this can get to a 200 or 300, or even further than that, depending on what we're seeing in the total crypto market and what really takes control. So if you see it up to a $200 billion market cap or a $300 billion market cap, it could be the same. But it's also something that people have never seen before. However, Jasmy Coin's the same way. You have not seen a $25 billion market cap from Jasmy Coin, not even close. That would be 25 times what its highest price point is. So yes, uh, can see it get to that point, and it is something that maybe is a little bit more believable by those levels. And if Jasmy really does take over the entire, this Internet of Things sector and really takes control and innovates a hell of a lot more, then yeah, you can see that happen. Both of them are I'm very, very bullish on, and I'm not saying that Jasmy Coin's not going to have a lot of success, because it will. Um, I'm just more comfortable with CRO, I think, because it is at that higher level. The top 25, top 30. I don't know where it is. It's like top 30 coins, right? That might be lower. Yeah, top 50. You're looking at top 50 coins. It's still at a $1.3 billion market cap, and it just shows like stability. That's the way that I look at it. You look at the top 50. Uh, Everything is green today. Yes, it looks really, really good. Uh, XTP is moving. Good. I haven't looked at it. Jasmy dumped too much for my liking. I trust CRO more and got 200k CRO coins. Um, yeah, I only have 80k CRO. But uh, I can't say that. Well, Jasmy dumped too much for your liking, but it didn't dump. It just diluted it, and I knew that was coming right from the start. When people were like, "Hey, what do you think of Jasmy Coin?" People always said that it didn't make sense what I was saying. That they were going to dilute the position, the price was going to go down. People thought that it was going to easily go back to $4 or whatever, and I kept telling people that they're going to dilute the position, right? It looks like they're set up to dilute it. I've seen some that already has been diluted, and I expect to see more as you see some of these higher prices. And you saw a $4 price point, and they continued to dilute the position all the way down to 95% dilution. Um, and then I said, once it gets to a point to where 100% of the supply is out there, I will make that move. Um, Let me go and check on Harper really quick, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna have to end the stream soon in like maybe 7 minutes, and then we'll be back with like videos and stuff. But I appreciate all the people that are here. I think we have like 2 people that are watching on Kick. We got 5 followers. We got 4 people that are watching on um Twitch, and we got 10 people that are watching on TikTok. So thank you guys for watching. I will be back in like, I don't know, 1 minute. Gotta one, blow my nose, and also see what Harper's doing, if she's eating her breakfast and stuff. But again, we're probably gonna be off of here in like 7 minutes, something like that. All right. Um, yeah, she didn't eat breakfast. I'm gonna have to give her breakfast and stuff. That's why I said I'll probably be off here in like 6 minutes or 4 minutes at this point. Um, let's see. Moved assets from gains from other projects to get Jasmy a while ago. I believe Jasmy will provide huge gains. I agree with that. I got 38,000 CRO, still not enough. I want more. I hear you. I would love to have 100,000 or a million, but it's like I can't. I don't feel like I can invest that much right now. Especially with where the markets are and uh, how how views have kind of been down for YouTube. It's like money has to be put in the right places instead of having the free money to invest. I would have to take gains from other plays and throw it into positions that I want. So whether I take from some from Ethereum, which I believe will have a massive amount of success, it's just whether it will have that much success. So I think right now I have like or 2.5 Ethereum. I would love to keep one and see what that ends up being and throw others somewhere else. But Jasmy coin is starting to grow a little bit too much. It's getting up to the 43% of a penny level rather than being at the 38% of a penny, less than 40%. Um, and I think CRO, I don't know how much that's growing right now. It's up about two. That's still at a relatively low level of 5 cents. And I can see so much more success within CRO. So maybe I might throw it into CRO when it comes to short term moves. I expect CRO to just have maybe a little bit more. But then again, if I take some of that money and throw it into Jasmy, I have hundreds of thousands of coins that I can see for maybe a little bit of longer term. But again, I don't think it's long term that I'm looking for that. I'm looking for short term. So that's the kind of things that you kind of go through. So everyone hit the like button for Matt if you haven't while he's gone. I appreciate that. I think we're over 100 likes at this point. So thank you guys for hitting the like button on YouTube at least. On TikTok, we're at 2,000 likes. So YouTube just needs to catch up. Shibarium released this week. Where are you hearing that? You remind me of the reaction guy online. I do react to things. So maybe. Guys, please have some XRP before it's too late. I got some. It's always great to have some. You never know what it's going to be, but yeah. Elmo Dev's selling. Nothing else explains this terrible price action. No, look, there are. So in the beginning stages, let me explain this before I go. In the beginning stages of a crypto project, if it's something that's truly, working its way up and going from ladder to ladder, going from exchange to exchange and launching on new exchanges and more exchanges and having more and more traction as time goes on, which is what Elmo's been doing, going from 200,000 volume to 300 to 400 to 500 to 800 to a million, right? And that's what they're consistently seeing. Um, from going to those levels, you're going to have people that buy in low. You have a starting price. And when people that starting price, they go, this may be something that's bigger. I'm going to invest $1,000 into it. Well, $1,000 at a price point where it's insanely low before it's on any exchanges, you're seeing so much more success for that person, right? They may end up holding 1 million coins or 2 million coins, and that's out of 500 million. If they're holding 5 million coins out of 500 million, that's 1%, right? So you're looking at a decent amount that you're holding, and yes, if they sell, they end up making money from it, and it looks like it harms the position. But honestly, I look for Elmo token to run. I do look for it to run and see positive things that are happening here. But more importantly, I look for the negative days. Why do I look for the negative days? Because there is a tax on selling. So those people that are also selling and thinking they made $1 million, there's a 10% tax that's on it. That's $100,000 that's going back into Elmo to burn. So it's making the overall project stronger and making for, like, say you, while you see a cap, you're like, hey, the cap is $10 million of a market cap. Um, that $10 million market cap looks like a better price the next time because this person sold over here, more coins burned off. It looks like the cap may be $10 million and that may be, let's say, a 2 cent price, but now the cap could be a 2.1 cent price, 2.2 cent price, because it increases the ceiling of what that position is. So that's the thing, that you see here. Even if you do have, bigger holders that are selling, whales that are selling, even founders or people that are part of the team that are selling the position, they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot because they're taking profit way too early. Now, if they do take profit, I'm not going to frown upon it because you want them to. Think about this. If you have a founder or a dev person that's part of the dev team or person that's part of the team that has, let's say, 2 million coins when they first start, right? Which would be less than 1%. At the current moment, that less than 1% or even less than 0.5% could be now worth 0.6% or 0.7% because of the fact that the overall supply has decreased. Imagine when the overall supply continues to decrease down to like 10 million or 100 million coins. Well, now instead of them holding less than 0.5%, they're holding 2% of the overall project. So you want them to sell something as time goes on so that they self-dilute their own position while also factoring in the burn to it. You have to. Now, I don't think this is dev selling because I see their wallets and their wallets are still the same. But there are whales that are, selling the position and, capturing whatever profit they can capture from beginning level of like 0.003. So, um, anyways, oh God, my throat. Anyways, I think this is Elmo is definitely something that is a play that you kind of have to look at everything, right? You'll be able to see the explanations because they're very transparent on what's happening. Um, but again, I look for the red days versus the green days because those red days mean that my position can be that much more valuable in the end. But anyways, I got to get out of here, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, thank you guys for following me or following me anywhere. I appreciate it. And thank you guys for checking it out. It does mean the world to me to even be, a part of it over here. So yeah, check me out on Twitter. Check me out on even Instagram if you want. TikTok, which a lot of people are following and everything, and I appreciate you guys for being here. M Kriegs, it's great to see you here as well. Sorry that I'm ending the stream as you get here. Still doesn't alert me when I go live. Yeah, I mean YouTube is weird. So yeah, got to get out of here. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. And thank you for all the followers um, on Kick as well. We'll work our way up to that point to a 100 followers and 200 and 300 and all of that. So I'm gonna get out of here and I'll catch you guys in the next one.